everybody, this is Mazzius616 with another video for you today, and today we have Magic Monday episode 4. Thank you guys so much for staying along with this series. Real quick, please follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, like, share, subscribe, comment, yell at me, whatever you need to do. Let's get this thing going forward. If you're new to this series, this is the 4th one. Episode 1 was lands, episode 2 was creatures, episode 3 was instants and sorceries, and now we are going for enchantments. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. Alright, whenever you're dealing with enchantment cards and spell cards in general, you generally have two type of card longevities. You have the first longevity of a sorcery or an instant, which is as soon as that card is played, it goes to the graveyard. It goes to the discard pile. That doesn't apply so much with enchantments. Enchantments are a spell card that isn't a creature, that isn't an artifact or a planeswalker, that tends to stick around. I have 3 examples of various enchantment cards here. I'll go and pull them up and do a quick little view. We have Wizard Class, which is a class card from the newest set of Dungeons and Dragons. I have here Quest for the Holy Relic, which is just a basic enchantment. And then we have an Enchantment Aura, which is where you generally enchant creatures, lands, artifacts, or things like that, and they have effects to either nullify them or buff them. Now that we've gone over how long cards are in play and things like that, we'll go through the basic enchantments first, and that is just your regular good old-fashioned enchantment. So here we have Quest for the Holy Relic. Relatively low mana cost of 1 planes, not too bad, and if you read it, whenever you cast a creature spell, you may put a quest counter on Quest for the Holy Relic. Remove 5 quest counters from Quest for the Holy Relic and sacrifice it. Search your library for an equipment card, which is generally an artifact. Put it onto the battlefield and attach it to a creature you control. You do this without paying the equipment cost. Then shuffle your library. So enchantment cards can be like that. Some enchantment cards reduce the cost of your creature spells. Some increase the cost of your opponent's spells. Then you have the enchantment classes, which are relatively new, and they stick around like normal enchantments. But if you read here, gain the next level as a sorcery to add its ability. So the first level of Wizard Class is you no longer have a maximum hand. If you play a blue deck, you know how vital that is to survival. Second, when you pay 2 and an island, you'll upgrade this Wizard Class to level 2. You get to draw 2 cards. Then for the level 3, you pay 4 mana and a blue, and whenever you draw a card, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Now, at that level 3, this still stays on the field unless it is removed by an opponent. So that helps out a great deal in the longevity of the game. Then you've already got this up there where every single time you draw a card, you put a +1/+1 counter on, hey, blue indestructible creatures. Alright, the last type of enchantment that I'm going to go over is Enchantment Aura, and this can either buff your creatures by making them +1/+1 have lifelink, +1/+1 have death touch, lifelink, death touch, +2/+2 trample. It really depends on what style you play, or in the case of like Charmed Sleep and a few other enchantments, enchant creature. When Charmed Sleep enters the battlefield, tap enchanted creature. Enchanted creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. If you go back to my sorcery and instant video, I believe it was, or my creature video, I tell you the importance of the untap step. It's my last video, so it was sorcery and enchantment. The untap step is utmost important. If your creature doesn't untap during the untap step, guess what? You cannot use that creature to block or attack. And in most cases, you can't use its ability either, depending on what type of ability it has. So this card is very useful for your opponent gets out their 7/7 trample nightmare creature, we say, that just so happens to have flying on top of it. Why not? I actually have a good one over here. We'll go with this. They just summoned a black dragon. Flying, acid breath. Whenever it enters the battlefield, target creature an opponent controls gets -3/-3 till end of turn. It's still a 4/4 flyer. It's got some robustness to it. Your opponent summons the black dragon. They attack with it, it taps it. Or they choose not to. It's the first turn they get it. Even better. Your next turn you play, oh, Charmed Sleep. Creature gets tapped. Charmed Sleep stays there. We'll go ahead and get these off. And what do you know? You completely took away your opponent's ability to use their black dragon. Another good one that I've got over here is Ray of Frost. This one's a little bit more specific. It's a little bit more specialized, but it also has a few extra ones. Here we have Flash. Enchant creature whenever it enters the battlefield. If the creature is red, tap it. As long as the enchanted creature is red, it loses all of its abilities. So even if it doesn't have a tap ability, it still cannot use its abilities. And then enchanted creature doesn't untap to its controller's untap step. It's also 1 mana cheaper than Charmed Sleep. However, Ray of Frost is generally specific to red creatures. So it's a good one to have in your sideboard. You're fighting a red build-up beat-em-up deck. You can log out somebody like Plundering Barbarian. Choose 1, destroy target artifact, create a treasure token. It hits the field, it gets onto the stack, which I explained in my previous video a little bit. They summon the creature, you cast Ray of Frost, you enchant it, you tap it, it loses its abilities. Since you go from the top of the stack down, it doesn't get to activate its abilities. I don't have another red creature. Here we have another red creature. This one's a good one too. Valor Singer. At the beginning of combat on your turn, target creature you control gets +1/+0 until end of turn. That is no longer a valid ability if you use Ray of Frost. You can also use it for, lo and behold, Red Dragon. Sorry, I just really wanted to show off my orderless Red Dragon that I got. Definitely check out Friday video if you want to see me pull this beast. Not the best video, we didn't pull a whole lot, but I did get to pull a full borderless Red Dragon, and I'm pretty excited about that. But they play Red Dragon. It's got that Fire Breath. When it enters the battlefield, it deals 4 damage to each opponent. You cast Ray of Frost, it doesn't do Fire Breath, and you get to tap it and lock it out. So each enchantment has its little niche. Definitely, I don't normally play a whole lot of enchantments in my decks because I don't really get the benefit from them, but you can definitely find a use case for it in blue. Green's got a lot of good enchantments as well, and black's got some good ones that will lock out your opponent. So that's our video for today. Our next video will be the artifact video for next Magic Monday, so definitely come and check that out. Once again, guys, thank you for watching. If you could please like, share, subscribe, comment, anything you do to help out the channel. Sharing would be best if you're asking my opinion, or commenting and interacting with the video. You can dislike it if you don't like it. I don't care. Throw that thumbs down on there. I'm alright with it. But once again, everybody, have a great day, and I'll see you next time.